Greece or southern Italy. Yeah.
Greece.
The Athens Riviera. I am that one.
Which Riviera?
Oregon's pretty.
Which Oregon?
Oh, I don't know. I've never been.
Yeah,
I just went there a couple days ago. A couple weeks ago, and I mean, it's nice, but it's so country, like as country. No,
Yeah,
I can't do that.
I need
It's
sun.
country.
I need a lot of sun.
See,
that's a problem. Where? In Florida, yeah. There you go. I'm gonna put you in a rocket ship to the moon. I'd rather see you up there than you get lots of sun up there.
I don't want to spend any money.
Anybody else? Charlottesville, Virginia. I've been through Charlottesville.
Go back to school. Are you going back?
Where was that, Josephine?
I'm from there. Well, I'm from Northern Virginia. I went to school in Virginia Tech.
Say it one more time.
So we drove past you.
Hold on a second. Charlotte.
Josephine.
Josephine. Would you say
New York
Josephine?
City.
Yeah.
City.
I was gonna say that too, Josephine.
Josephine wants to get ready to.
I need a lot of houses cleared out.
Yeah, you need to save some dough. All right, let's see what we got going today. What do we have today? Red Day. Thank you to the Culture Committee, and Christine, so that's Christina.
Yeah. So me,
Tracy.
and then Tracy, and so we had few other people that contributed as well to the Red Day. But I want to thank all of the volunteers that came out, because the work was a little bit more than what we had intended, which was good. But it was, I think that it was very impactful. Everyone brought their game face on, did an amazing work, and it was a lot of fun. Yeah. And so
they were super appreciative. We got more done than they expected.
Yeah.
It was just a very, very aligning of the stars kind of thing, because they didn't really know if they were going to have access to these properties in the way that they needed in a timely manner, and that happened like a day or so before, and so like things looked like they were a little haphazard, but in the end it was just like perfect.
We knocked out 32 units in about 3 hours or something. 3 hours, and so it was impressive, and everyone just did such an amazing job. So thank you.
Yay! No, it was.
She told me that she's never had that many volunteers at the same time.
Really?
Yeah, she did mention that.
That's great. Yeah. No, and like I said, sometimes we get into a situation where we don't have enough work to do, or the perfect amount of people and activity, and everybody won from the experience. It was a really great day of service. So thank you.
Can I do a quick shout out?
You sure can.
I just want to make sure that we acknowledge everybody in the Culture Committee. It's me and Christina, Samantha, and then Josephine, aka
Dragona and Josie.
Josie, excellent. Yeah, no, it was a little bit of perfection, right? Yep, love it. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
And I want to thank Joey. He actually washed all of the pots and pans and the dishes and the utensils. We were told that we could just wipe it down, but Joey sat there and washed it all. Well, every unit that we went through, I think we went through, 3 units? Yeah.
Yeah, because you get manufacturing ick on it, right?
He was more clean than I thought he would be.
Yeah, me too. All right, Richard Schulman on the 28th, save the date. He's going to teach a lead gen training right after the office meeting, right, Samantha? Yeah.
Is it in the office?
In the office. He'll be in here. I said, Richard, what do you want to teach? He goes, you can call it whatever you like, but it's going to be about lead generation. So, lead generation training, incredibly unimaginative title, but gets to the heart of it.
Yep.
What we all should be.
It's all about lead generation.
If you want to get paid. Let's see. The morning show what wins? I always like, because I know it's Win Wednesday. Any wins to share, Tracy, Lorna?
Is Tirso there? Last one.
Tierso is here.
He had
He's
a
on the
big
phone.
win.
He's on the phone. He's in it.
Okay, well, we'll sub in for him.
Go ahead, tell
I'm
us.
hearing an echo. Are you guys hearing an echo?
Nope.
Okay, well, cool. He got a referral, which is becoming a client, and that's a win because a lot of referrals end up nothing. So Tirso is awesome for converting that.
I wish I could flip the camera to show you. He's
working.
He's in deep conversation right now in the hall there. He looks
Well,
like
it's his first referral.
I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Brian thinks
Brian, are
he
you flipping
can fix something here.
Yeah, here's the echo too.
He knows where the echo's coming from apparently.
Echo.
I think we're getting sound from two different sources. Is that what's going on? Mm-hmm. Anything else on the pivot year? On the morning show?
We had an amazing reading today about, I just want to look at it real quickly, about this being the year that you do not give up on who you are meant to be. And we were all very moved by that. We all had a little something to share on that. And the pivot year's just been a great choice of book. It really gets us motivated and thinking and pushing ourselves forward.
Excellent. It's a daily meditation, right?
It is indeed.
All right. Thank you, guys. All right. Next is script practice Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8:30 to 9 on Zoom. They even bring the scripts every day. Scott Leroy does command training. You can see the topics in the calendar, and of course, mentee meeting at 12:30. All are welcome. In fact, today we started a new thing about several months ago, where we bring in a top producing agent to tell us their story about how they built their business, right? Eileen did it, Angela did it. Today, Antron is going to do it.
Oh,
He's going to
nice.
tell his origin story.
Oh, nice.
So all are welcome. It'd be a great. It's a great way to see how different people, attack the same problem, right? And there's many winning ways to do that. I want the newer agents to see to figure out which one could work for them, right? But Ans is a very, very specific story, and there's a lot of technology in there too, right? All are welcome.
Can I give Scott LeRoy, you went right by, a shout out real quick, because a
Sure,
lot of
knock
people don't
yourself out.
utilize him, and I know you wanted to tell stories about it. This past week, my computer kind of crapped out on me because I never update anything. And so I lost my signature and all this stuff. And I was freaking out, and Howie was kind of busy. I emailed Scott Leroy. I called, got the emailed Scott Leroy. Within a couple minutes, I got a response. And I'm just telling you, they're so responsive over there. So we really need to utilize them. Joey pays for it. They're just there to help you. So if you don't, and you're having a computer issue, even if it's not command based, it's just anything with your computer that has to do with work, they might be able to help you out. So
They're very, very, very collaborative. All right, excellent. Broker Caravan, it's a thing. We go out now. We've been going out with almost 10 to 13 people every Tuesday. If you have a listing, make sure we know. If you have an open house, I'm sorry, on a Tuesday broker's open house. Make sure that we know about it at least on Monday. We can't really do much if it gets to Tuesday, but if you get us before the Monday, map goes out, which is later in the day, we would love to stop by as a group. It's nice having 10 to 15 people from your office show up, right?
Yep.
Right, Charles? Let's see. We have fire coaching every Monday and Friday. It's a big mindset conversation that never ceases to please. You can join it on Zoom or in the Beverly Hills office on Mondays and the Hollywood Hills office on Fridays. Oh, I almost Monica. Monica doesn't look like this in real life, but we do welcome her to our office. She's not here today either, but Monica's quite lovely, and well, we welcome you to the office. I would say when you see Monica, make sure to say hi and welcome her, but you wouldn't know her
Anyways.
from that picture. All right, okay. Course services, Andy,
Yes.
how you doing today?
I am hanging in there. I'm hanging in. What's that?
Sending you some love.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So Lorna, you paved the way for me on the pivot year and today's reading. I wasn't on the call, but I read this article today in Housing Wire, and the question was, are you sitting in seat 32A on the plane, or are you in the cockpit? Are you taking charge, or are you letting things just happen, right? And it's really important, and it struck a nerve with me, obviously, in this business. It's been a tough couple of years. We can get complacent, and it's easy to go down this rabbit hole and forget why we do what we do and how good we are at what we do. And Lorna and Tracy and I, we're closing a deal today. And it was a big reminder of why we're in this business and what we're here to do and serving our clients, and also the opportunity in this market and sitting in the cockpit. These people, honestly, Lauren and I talked about it several times. If they did not buy now, they would never, ever, ever be able to buy.
No.
And their situation was tricky. It required credit repair. I mean, we started working on this months and months ago. The husband retired in the middle of all this, and all of a sudden their income was cut. If they didn't move forward, and to be honest, the purchase, it pinched him a little bit in the short term in terms of putting the down payment down and a monthly stretch. But if they didn't do it now, they never would be able to buy.
Never.
And that's
I have to jump in and say, and if Andy wasn't working with them, they would never be able to buy. She treated these people with a $450,000 budget like they were spending $4.5 million. Andy, and these are close friends. It meant so much to me, the way you dealt with this transaction, the way you dealt with them. I will never forget it. I appreciate you so much.
You are so sweet. I appreciate you too. And that's what it's all about. And that's also where the opportunity is. And that isn't to say, let's go out and capitalize on everybody we can, right? There is opportunity to help people in this market where a lot of people with a lot of money are sitting and waiting and a little gun shy on making the move because rates have remained elevated. And the prices are still high. So it's an opportunity to help people. It's an opportunity to reach out, people that don't think they can qualify.
Yeah.
It's worth a conversation and get in that cockpit.
It really
Yeah,
is.
is the market determining your success, or are you determining your success, right? Are you getting your unfair share of what is available? Are you identifying the opportunities in this market and doing everything you can to get your unfair share of those opportunities, right? To Andy's point, there are what happened in 2008 was really interesting for me because I had never experienced anything like that, both inside this industry and outside this industry, as most of us did. We fell off a cliff, and we fell off a cliff really, really quickly. And in that, to his credit, Gary Keller did something very, very impactful. One was he wrote a book called The Shift that laid out a framework for building a real estate business that would be successful in any market, right? So building your, watching your finances. It is determining the opportunity now and in the next market, and it's about putting systems in place for lead generation that would keep a consistency of deal flow in your pipeline. But then he also went around and he taught that also, right? And in that, there was pretty much the galvanizing kind of experience for me and Keller Williams, because I know that every other brokerage was telling their agents, hey, this is the cycle of real estate. Every 7 years, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. Just tighten your, I can't say that word, but tighten the hatches and, cut your spending, hold your belt,
Tighten your belt.
That's what I was looking for. Hold your breath, and we'll be out of it in no time. That was their solution. That was their advice. Where Gary was saying, no, get out there, do more, get involved, get close, identify the opportunities. There were short sale opportunities. There were default opportunities. There were lots of opportunities. It was hard work. It was tedious, but there were people who made windfalls in that. This is different than that, but it's still the same advice, right? And to Andy's point, drive the plane, be the determiner of your success. Get out there and have the conversations and and get in, ask, see how you can help. Over and over and over again. There's opportunity out there. You're just not getting your unfair share of it.
Yeah, also to both of your points and Andy's point, it is a great opportunity for us. Yes, this is our career. Yes, but it's also an opportunity to serve our community and to make sure people that don't think that they can do it know how important it is for their financial future to get into the real estate market. And when you have people on your team like Andy, like Mary, somebody from her team came and did the inspections and told us what we needed to know. When you have your team around you, you can really help your people. And yes, we all want to get paid, but helping our community, helping our clients, it's got to be forefront, because that's when you really feel motivated to help people and search for these opportunities. You can't just be doing it because you're looking for the dollar. Yeah, we all want our unfair share, but help our clients to get their unfair share as well. I think that's really.
Yeah, it is. It's about
It's a symbiotic relationship, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
the impact on these people's lives is immeasurable and invaluable, right? And that's what it's about. And every conversation is an important one.
Agreed.
That's all I got.
Thank you, guys. Well, you got
Thanks again, Andy.
Yep. Duncan Corey, are you with us today? I'm going to say that's a no. Mary Kay, are you with us today? Hello?
Yes, I am. Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, Mary. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you guys doing? I can hear you doing good. A little worried, but it's okay. Lorna, thank you so much for that pitch for me. I appreciate you.
Of course, honey.
You're the best. So I'm, again, like I told you last time, you guys, I was saying a week ago that the commercial inspections for apartments are just booming. We have been the busiest the last 3 weeks inspecting apartments, commercial properties. Residential, yes, condos, yes, but for the most part, it's commercial properties. Huge, 30 units, 40 units, 50 units, 70 units. Balcony inspections are crazy, but for the most part, it's the commercial inspections. So I don't know, maybe that's where we should concentrate more. I'm concentrating more also on CCIM, the commercial committee, where all the commercial agents are, so I can talk to them about this. So that's what's going on with us, even though we are busy with listing inspections and condo and house inspections. I appreciate you all very much. What I also do is I just work all the times, and that's how we're getting more inspections with those, because I'm now trying to see, okay, that's working, so let me concentrate more if I can,
Yep,
as
that's
many
the
commercial
opportunity.
agents as I can.
Excellent.
Thank you,
Mary.
Prima. 7 days a week. I love you guys. Thank you
Yep.
for the opportunity to speak. Thank you.
Give
Thank
that baby a kiss for us.
I will. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, agent happenings,
So
Bert.
before we do that,
Nope, nope, nope.
so Corey Duncan is our in-house, home warranty rep. And so I had to write an offer on Saturday, I believe, and I needed some numbers for the home warranty. I texted him like at 10 o'clock at night, and I know he parties a little, but he got back to me within 10 minutes, got me my number, told me exactly what I needed to apply on my RPA. So I just want to say the dude was working when we're working, so I'm super happy.
Yay.
On that,
Yeah.
All right.
you
got
probably
any-
appreciated 10 p.m. instead of 10 a.m.
You could be absolutely right.
Yeah.
You could be absolutely right.
All right, we got some birthdays this week. We have Eduardo Garcia. We have Edson. Was Edson? I thought I saw him. There he goes. Happy birthday, bud. Is that today? What is today's date?
Yep.
Tomorrow.
Today's
13th. All right. All right. We also have Thomas Robinson.
14.
14th. Yeah, but Edson's tomorrow. Thomas Robinson, Serge Tran, Maria Pena, and Connor Thaxter. Anybody watching Connor on The Voice?
I saw his Pink Pony Club. He did great, but now he's off.
Oh, yeah, don't count him down.
No, he'll be fine.
So it's
He's one of the
there might be a
contestants?
surprise coming down the way. All right. Yes, he is. Yeah, he's a brilliant singer. Maritza closed the escrow. Congratulations, Maritza. Also, Heidi Davis closed too. Colfax and Linda Flora. Christina and Ricky on Ohio. Congratulations, you two kids. Tim Meinl Schmidt on Appian Way. Tiffany Chin on North Sycamore. And Vanya on Figueroa. I look at all of these, and I'm privy to some of these deals, and there's a couple of them were like hard fought sales. I mean, just the ones I know of were very, very challenging to get into escrow and to get closed. So extra congratulations. Also, we have new escrows, so we love seeing that because that's our pipeline for the future. Adam has 2 properties on Benton Way. Also, Angela Bond on Avenue 41. Christina on Junco and Fairlance. Laura Anderson on Hayworth. You have the Woodward team on Muirfield. That was a great property. Also, Christina Clark and Steve Senegram on Apache Way. Did I mess on? Where did I miss them? Silly me. Where did I go? Oh, yeah, on Industrial. Also, some closed leases. Stephanie McIntyre. Congratulations. An had a couple, and Christina too, and Michael Flanagan won. Congratulations on those leases being closed. And Angela in Tempe, Arizona, closed a referral. Excellent. We have some new listings. We'll start with on Grand, 801 South Grand Avenue. We have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,580 square feet for $949,000. Also, on West Second Street, a studio with a 1,200 square foot studio. That's a little more like a loft, right? It's pretty big, for 698,000.
The Higgins building.
Is that an adaptive reuse building? Yeah, it must
It
be.
is, it was an office building. It's pretty cool. It's got those really like old ancient, like those elevators that go down. You have to literally close it with the iron doors. Yeah, it's cool though. And the neighborhood is actually really nice because it's like right by the police station and stuff, so it's really quiet.
The second and
It's like Second and Hope or something like that. It's up there, yeah. But it's the Higgins building.
Nice. Also on has Spring Street leased. That is a 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 470 square feet for $2,000.
Nice.
Oh, that's interesting. Did I do that? All right. Steve Basilis has a property, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,143 square feet for $775,000. Angela Bond on Redwood has a 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 952 square feet. It looks like it's a bi-level for $848,000. Also, Lauren and Tracy on West 84th have a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,378 square foot lease for $5,175.
And
Did I
that one's
miss it?
also for sale at $799. I mean, the price of a condo. Come on, let's somebody sell this, please.
You would. Please and thank you. Also, Pete on Almeo has a condo, 2 bedroom, 3 bath, 1,445 square foot lease for $5,150. Laura Anderson on Stearns Drive has a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,730 square feet for $4,875.
The leases.
Absolutely. And Shia on Romaine, he has a 4 bedroom, 3 bath, 1,750 square feet for $4,125 per month. Not to be surpassed by Paul Yu, who has a 4 bedroom, 4 bath, 1,713 13 square feet for $4,100. And again, Sharon Postomsky, who it's leasing Wednesday. Let's see, 2 bedrooms in North Hollywood, 1 bath, 650 square feet for $2,350. Is there another? Give me another, sir, please. And now we are at pocket listings coming soon. What do you guys have going on?
I've got some.
Come on.
So I have a pocket listing. It's over in Culver City. I announced it before, but the seller and I had some discrepancy on price, and so we finally ironed it out and got contract signed. So
Who won?
I won. Anyway, so the point is it's a RTI fully approved plan. I know that, Michael, you and I talked about it. I am able to release the plans to you now. So it's a fully approved RTI project, Culver City on Franklin. Super, super nice. Farragut, you can walk to Farragut Elementary School from there. It's going to be a 4 bedroom, 4 bath, about 3,000 square feet or so, something like that. We're rolling this out at 1.8 million. It's going to be off market for the next few weeks. And then if I don't get a bite on it, then we're gonna roll it out on the market, but you guys have full opportunity to do so. It is a total tear down and rebuild. Again, like I said, I've got another one over in Culver City. It's on Motor. I'm taking over from a developer slash broker who was not effective, didn't get, and is just not effective. Anyways, same seller as the Franklin Corporation now passed it on to me. We're in the process of rolling it out. They were priced at 3.2 million for a, I believe it's a 4 bedroom something. Anyways, so we're going to be rolling this out. I'm still fighting with her on price, but I feel like we're gonna roll this out closer to a 2.8 or a 2.9. So it's like about a $400,000 drop on price. It's on Motor right in Carlson Park, the best pocket of Culver City. And it is a fully remodeled single-story home. So please come talk to me about that and I can get you access to that. Yes,
Franklin property.
yes.
What is your opinion of what it would sell for once it was?
So
built?
Culver City, they're rolling out their new construction between 1,100 to 1,400 per square feet. So we're saying that this will be closer to a $3.54 million home by the time it's done. Okay. And I've got all the plans, I've got the approved plans, I've got the asbestos clearance, I got it all. Yes, so I'll send that over to you. And then after that, I got.
I'm so sorry, when you say asbestos clearance, was there like something that was dealt with?
Well, no,
or-
because when you do a tear down, you have to have asbestos clearance
Okay.
based on the age of the home. So
Okay.
it's something that's required. We've already done it. We've got the clearance for it. So just letting you know, it's easy. I think it's shovel ready, basically. That's what we're saying. And then I've got this is a little unique. It's a 2-bedroom, 3-bath. It's a townhouse, attached garage, 17, so it's 2-bedroom plus den, and the square footage is over 1,700 square feet in Hollywood on Barton and I want to say like Barton and like Van Ness area or something like that. But anyways, that one, it's actually really nice. It's a newer construction, tri-level townhome. And we're rolling that out at 3,995 tomorrow.
Is this small
It's a
lot?
lease.
Is it small lot or is
It's a
it?
townhouse.
Oh,
It's
a condo?
It's a condo townhouse, yeah. So these are not single family homes, yeah. So we have that. Then we have, so I have one at the Rowan Building in downtown LA. That's gonna be available. That's a studio as well. On has one that he just advertised. We're gonna be closer to about 1,900 per month for that one. So we'll have that. And then I have another one, which was the, what was it?
The Rowan Building's a lease.
It's a lease. So these 3 are gonna be leases, yeah. And then the Motor in Culver City is for sale. Franklin is for sale as well. So, and I can't remember the other one. All right, so
Pretty good.
here we go.
Charles.
So we have a sweet starter home or downsizing home, depending which direction you're going, in Mar Vista, that's on this amazing block. It's on Ashwood, right between Venice High School and the middle school, which is a block away, but this is not a feeder street, so it's super quiet. The most streamlined street that you can find in the city. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house that's in incredible condition, maintained and upgraded beautifully, with a 2-car garage and a 2nd-story ADU above it that's will charm your socks off. It's going to be listed at 1,995. It comes out tomorrow. We open all weekend. We'd love to get you to see it. It's stunning.
How big is it, John? How big is it?
About 1,250 in the main, and then about 400 in the ADU.
Okay.
Super charming.
Excellent. Thank you. Anyone else have any coming soon or pocket listings they'd like to share? Anybody online? No? All right. Oh, Michael Flanagan,
If anyone is
a nail biter. I didn't do the going once, going twice. Good.
If anyone has a buyer in the neighborhood here on Gower, 4-bedroom, 4-bath, 3,300 square feet. It's a 6,000 square foot lot, new construct, well, it was constructed a couple of years back, maybe 15, but it's immaculate. It'll probably be going on the market in the range of 3 million, 3.1.
Excellent.
All right.
Get it before it goes on the market. All right. Anyone else? Before I move on to wants and needs and fill the bucket, yes.
So I've got a client, repeat, we're on our 3rd or 4th property now. So this is the thing, we missed something that was on the market. We're a little upset about that, but she's looking for a duplex, owner occupied opportunity for her. And what she's looking for is a mirror image duplex, like 2 units up and down or side by side, to be roughly about like 3,000 square feet at least total. And our price point is, we'd like to stay under 1.7 if possible. So if you've got anything coming up, so the locations that I'm looking for, because she's gonna owner occupy, is like Pico Robinson area, all of those like beautiful beautiful homes. She's not looking for box modern, nothing new. She loves charm, she loves preserved characteristics of the home. So, anywhere that's gonna be safe for a young, beautiful female to live at, let me know. We're not stuck on an area. We're looking for something particular.
Should look at our area too, and around,
I'm looking, there's
Crescent
nothing.
High.
I'm looking.
Yeah, all right, excellent.
Joey,
Anyone else?
can I say something?
You absolutely can.
Can you hear?
Please, son.
Hi, guys. It's not a want or a need. It's a cautionary tale that I've been meaning to come to our meeting to tell you about. So just give me a couple of minutes to tell you what happened. And I promise you it's very relevant to you all as realtors. So anyway, I saw a lot of you at our award ceremony, which happened on a Thursday. And the very next evening, I got very, very ill. I started getting horrible flu-like symptoms, like horrible body aches, and then massive headache and fever. And I mean, really, really sick. So Sunday, because it was a weekend, I couldn't go to the doctor. I did a video chat and she thought it was a virus, the doctor, and told me to whatever protocol. And I continue to get sicker and sicker. So in the beginning of the week, I had my husband take me to urgent care and they thought I had this, my urine was a kind of a dark color too, this weird thing you get when you run a marathon where protein is released into your kidneys. And I did not run a marathon. I taught a spin class in the morning on Friday, which I've done for 22 years, and it was not strenuous for me at all. And so they did blood work, but they were very concerned. So they said I had to go to emergency because they couldn't get blood work fast, and emergency can get you your blood work fast. So off to emergency, my blood pressure was so low. They took me in really fast. They did blood work. And then they said, no, you don't have this weird syndrome, which of course I knew I didn't have, but they said, I'm sorry, we have to put you in the hospital because your blood work is so dangerously low. So then I am put into the hospital and it was nuts. I mean, they did all the stuff. I was in so much pain. They put me in isolation because they didn't know if I was contagious. They did over 20 viral tests to see what virus I had or what bacterial infection I may have. They put me on IV the entire time. They did a CT brain scan. They did ultrasounds of my organs. They had to put me on oxygen because my oxygen was so low. They had to monitor my heart. I mean, it went on and on. It was really nuts. They tried all these antibiotics. And then finally, an antibiotic started to work and I started to get better. But bottom line, I was in the hospital for 3 days. So you know that they try to kick you out of the hospital because it costs a lot of money, right? So why am I telling all this? Because I found out after many days, the test came back that I had typhus. So what's typhus? Typhus is like, I don't know, some kind of old-timey disease. And how do you get typhus? You get typhus growth from a flea bite from rat droppings is how you get typhus. So you get symptoms. The incubation period is between 2 and 3 weeks from exposure. So I look back on my calendar, and now this is why this is pertinent to us. So I was in a house showing my restoration clients a home in Glendora. I've never even been to Glendora. First time I went to Glendora. It was a Victorian home and the agent wasn't there, but she told us that we could go into the basement. So we went, it was raining that day. So I was completely covered. The only thing exposed were my hands and my face. I had a big puffer jacket on. And the basement, it was a Victorian house. So the basement was very large, like the size of the square footage of the first floor almost. And we were down there, and when we were down there, there were rat droppings all over the basement. You know, I didn't think anything of it because I'm sure, like many of us, we've been in many a home with rat droppings. But that was exactly 16 days before my symptoms. So that's where I got this. This is where I got typhus. So what happened was when I got the positive results, I texted the agent immediately. She happened to be a KW agent in Upland. And I sent her a short text letting her know what I had, telling her how dangerous it was, that I was hospitalized, how sick I was. And I told her that I noticed that it was sold already by the time this happened. So I told her she had to inform the seller, the buyer, do not let anybody in that basement, etc. Do you know that this woman never responded to me, which is mind-boggling, mind-boggling. So I waited about 2 weeks again, waiting for her response. And then I called her team leader at her office, and I was livid. I mean, and the team leader was very nice, very apologetic. And she said she heard something about it because her team kind of splits responsibilities between whatever. And she kind of heard something about it. And she said, oh, you know, I can't believe this agent didn't do this. And I said, you know, et cetera. But I said, the thing is that's very upsetting is when somebody buys a house, as you know, even if you have a contractor that's licensed, oftentimes the crew, you know, they're just people that don't have insurance. I mean, you can die. If I wasn't hospitalized, a friend of mine who's a doctor told me, you know, if you know, you think you had the flu, but you can't do that. You can't be home when you have such fever like that. You know, you were quite critical. And since then I've heard this, but I just wanted to let you guys know because I know so many of us go into homes, we go into attics, we go into basements, we just go into homes where you're in the living room and there are rat droppings. It's like you need to be very, very careful nowadays because this is very serious. It's interesting. Yesterday, I got a call from Public Health of Los Angeles because when there's certain diseases that you get, they have to track it. They want to know where it comes from. And they were informed that I had this, so they had to call me. But I just wanted you guys to all know because I know that we've all been around rat droppings and just to be really careful. If you see rat droppings, I would say get out unless you are completely covered, you know, everything you are covered. Because as I said, it was raining and it was just my hands and my face. And we were in there like, you know, 7 or 8 minutes in the basement. You know, it can happen that fast and you can get very, very, very ill. So anyway, that's what I had to share with you.
Wow, that is horrifying. And we're so happy you are better.
Yes.
Yeah, like typhus is one of those things that, you know,
Never hear about.
you read about in
Like,
books,
yeah, I know,
right?
yeah.
It's like, you know,
Classics.
it's like the plague.
Yeah. Yeah, they wanted to give me a spinal tap at one point, and I'm like, and then they only didn't because my white blood cells and red blood cells were so low that they couldn't do it at the time. And then they decided, because my headache finally went away, that I didn't have meningitis. But it's like, man, and I'm telling you, hospitals are there to help you, but the longer you're in there, it makes you more sick. Like I was in isolation, my room, you had to gown up and everything. And when you can't you just get to walk to the bathroom and back. It's like, you know, I have a lot of muscle tone. I'm very healthy. And it's like, it just sets you back. Being in a hospital sets you back. I mean, it's taken me weeks to now get my stamina where when I teach, my gear is up to what it normally is. You know, it just really takes a toll on your body, just being in a hospital in general. So you know, let alone catching stuff from other people in there. But yeah, it's just be safe, be safe in these places.
Thank you, Marisa. And we're so, again, big love to you. So happy you're safe again. And that also, that also brings up, you know, another, you know, we're part of a community, and if you need something, we're here to help. You know, there are several people going through life challenges right now, and I ask you just to, anonymously to just, if you pray, throw it in the bucket. And because, good vibes can hurt, that's for sure, right? So, Marisa, thank goodness you are healthy and coming back. And I send out good vibes to all of the other people in the office in our community who are going through challenges, right? Life, it happens, right? Anyone else wants, needs, fill the bucket?
Can I fill the bucket?
You may.
I want to fill a bucket for Sandy. She came by my open house in Encino, which was so nice because we finally met in person after working over the phone with each other on and off for a while. So thank you for coming by, and it was so nice to see someone from our office come by the open. So I really appreciate you making the effort.
Love it, love it. Anyone else before we go to our presenter?
I don't know if you mentioned that, but thank you for the opportunity. A week ago, a group of us, the women agents from the office, went to like a Keller Williams little.
So it's a women's empowerment event for women in the industry. It was called Empire Building, and it was very informative. It was inspiring to see as well. And so thank you, Joey, for bringing that resource to us and exposing us.
Joey.
Yeah. Keep it down. Chuck.
I just wanted to, I don't think that the giving committee, what's it called, that did that?
The culture
Committee, I just don't think got enough love. I just wanted to.
Give it up.
I can't tell you, I got calls from people at PATH who were so impressed with Keller Williams and the work that everyone did. And so from them, thank you for going to PATH and doing that incredible work. Today is the PATH annual Day of Giving Day. So if you are interested in actually donating money to help stop homelessness, to help these people in a really amazing way, you got $10, $25, $1,000, whatever you have, just go to epath.org/giving day.
Excellent.
And make a contribution.
Yeah, so if, context, Chuck is also, gives us time and energy. He's on the board at PATH now. And I know that John and Chuck both have been very, very active in supporting PATH over, tens of years, right? And thank you, right? Acknowledge.
It was nice to see like there's an actual foundation that's actually doing something, not just talking about it. So the apartments, the housing that they provided that we set up, it was so nice. It's actually nicer than some of the houses that I see for my clients. And so I'm just saying, it like to see that there was actual action being done, it was really impressive. Again, I feel like, they're actually doing something about the disease of what we're dealing with in this city. Homelessness is a problem, and there's very little solution and very little people actually making an impact on it. And so it was inspiring.
Well, you don't hear about the successes, you only hear about the problems.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, there's so much work going on and so many successes, but you don't hear about it.
Yeah, PATH is an organization that really helps. It's apropos that it's named PATH, right? It's People Assisting the Homeless is the acronym, but it is a path forward for people who traditionally don't have those options, right?
I just want to do a shout out to Ivania. She was there kicking ass, taking charge, and telling everybody what to do.
We got it done. We got it done. Yeah.
She's a leader.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. All right. Anybody else? Okay. The presenter for today, Judy, you want to come up as the marketing director for CalFume Incorporated. Is that correct, Judy? Only Judy1 at Verizon.net. How you doing today, Judy? How you doing? Good, good. So you have do we have slides for Judy or?
Can I count one of the photos?
No. I'll get there. There you go.
Thank you for having me here. Bought you lunch.
That's smart to start off with that, Judy. These are people who, food is their love language for the most part.
What's being handed out is a syllabus for what's prepared to speak to you about today. And sorry. Yeah. So basically, this is what I prepared to speak to you about today. I know it's a very short time, and in the lunchroom, I have more handouts that fills in where you see I have the word handout on here. At the top of it, it says who we are, termite company for 4 counties. Jaime is a major fumigator, it fumigates for about 80 other termite companies, doing about 200 fumes a month. We cover 4 counties, we do the inspections, the carpentry, the treatments. I'm the business partner of Jaime, the owner. I've been in business 35 years, and in years, I've done commercial real estate, loans, property management, flipping houses, I've done everything. So I came to you to show you how you can use a structural pest control board to help you see if somebody's looking at a property that you're looking at. There's a handouts that I have in there, I'll explain. I'm licensed by the board. I talked about how an inspection is, the inspector goes and looks at a bird's eye view down and makes a diagram and puts the codes numbers. I want to show you how a termite report is put together. When you open up when you see the front page with the diagram and all the code numbers, you open it up to the inside pages and it'll tell you what each one means. So I was going to explain that a little bit further in the lunch. I don't know how much time I have here. And then I did have one handout about efficacy of different treatments. What does this work? Or does that work? I brought just the front page and the middle page and the ending page of the termite. In there's pictures of different kinds of termites, subterranean and dry wood mostly, what dry rot and what fungus looks like. So it's pictures of what all the stuff looks like. And then there's one sheet in there that how fumigation is done and it's instructions for fumigation, okay? And how a shower test is done and how we treat fumigation and how we treat subterranean termites, how we do woodwork. So basically, we do it all, and I don't know. Anybody has any questions at this point? No questions? Y'all trust me 100%, right?
Is there a cost for you to come out and do the inspection?
Yes, we charge $100, but when you do the work, we deduct it.
And how much is it?
It's $100, but when we do the work, we deduct it, so. If the property comes up clean, no findings, then that $100 goes to the structure. That's for the certification fee that goes to the Structural Pest Control Board. We put the property under warranty that we inspected and there were no findings. Okay, any other questions? Nobody has questions? Okay, I'll tell you one thing that I'm going to show you. In the Structural Pest Control Board, when we do an inspection, within 10 days, sorry about my voice, I just came over 2 weeks of laryngitis. With the Structural Pest Control Board, when we do an inspection, we have to log it with the Structural Pest Control Board within 10 days, okay? When we do work, we have to log that with the Structural Pest Control Board within 10 days. We do a report because of clean. That clean report goes to the board within 10 days. So say you're looking at a property and you want to know if anybody's been doing anything on that property. You go in the Structural Pest Control Board and you look in the database and you put in the address of that property. If it shows up once, it's probably mean there was inspection done. If the location shows up twice in their database, it means probably inspection and a job. So you're looking at a property and you wonder if anybody's been doing anything before you got your hands on it, go into the board and take a look and see if it shows up. And then you could say, well, where's the report? So if they don't give you the report, actually it's fraud, okay?
They can't hide a report to the state of California. So it's always good to go into the structural pest control board to see if any business has been going on the property. You see? So you use the board for that. I have sheets in there to show you actually how to do that. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Judy. Say it around the food.